Okay, just continuing to review that 1-3-1 zone defense. Just looking at the positions and the rotations. We only have 4 offensive players on this diagram here, but we do have the full 1-3-1 defense in their positions. We have the guard up top. We have the 3 running across from the middle to the wings, and then we have the baseline runner. Usually he's going to be on the same side as the ball. And if you notice that we have the ball in this side of the floor, those green lines that are running up through the court pretty much divides the court in a third. So you have, this is 1/3, then the middle section is a third, and then you have the opposite side, which would be considered the weak side, is a third. So if you can think of it in forms of that, that possibly could help you to better understand this. So this is just for information only, for you to understand the concepts, to help us be able to attack it and to know what to look for on the court, and to actually see it better and slow the game down for you. So we're going to start with the ball on the with this guy right here, and we're going to do a swing to the corner. Remember, our thing to counter this is we want to try to get the ball into the corner, to the high post, so that we can get them chasing us and to get uncontested shots. So as the ball is swung to the corner, each defender has a principle as far as what they need to do as far as their rotation. So we'll see that when the ball is swung to the corner, the baseline runner, the guy on the bottom, he's responsible for running from baseline to baseline, trying to cover both sides. That's going to be very difficult. So if we can get him moving and running back and forth, we can tire him out. But then also, it's a large space for him to cover on a closeout. So we definitely can take advantage of getting and creating a bad closeout, especially in the corners. That's why it's very important to try to get it to the corners or to the high post, because the recovery for them, for this player down here, is very difficult, and it puts them at a disadvantage. So as the ball swung down to the corner, the baseline runner has to come out and close out. So his position is from here, is shifting over as a closeout. The wing's position, he is responsible for playing in between the ball and the next defender. So he will be more over here. When the ball's here, he's actually guarding up. When the ball swung, he then is going to shift in more towards the elbow section here. Okay, so he's going from playing on the ball to shifting to the corner, to the elbow. The middle defender, he's responsible to be between the ball and the rim. He's between the ball and the rim. So when the ball is swung here to the corner, the middle defender is dropping down and taking anything, denying the high post or denying the low post, but he's dropping down and getting in between the ball and the rim. He's always going to try to be between the ball and the rim, and he's always going to try to stop any penetration, any gap penetration. He's going to come up and stunt and stall for the help side or for the defender to come, and then he's going to release back. All right. So when the ball's in the corner down here, this opposite wing, his responsibility, he needs to drop the whole way down to the block. Sorry for my he needs to drop the whole way down to this block right there. All right. And then the guard up top, he's going to fill to almost around the other elbow. So what just happened? We just shifted the defense. We moved it, but we took it from a 1-3-1 to a 2-3. So this is what the positions will look like. Okay. So that's what I just explained to you, how the shifting will go. This guy, okay, is the baseline runner. He's running back and forth. When the ball swung to the corner, you have him shifting over, now guarding the ball. You have the big that was here in the middle, shifted down to the block and got between the ball and the rim. You have the wing defender now dropping to the elbow. And you have the guard that was up top on the 1-3-1 shifting down to the elbow And then you have this wing perimeter dropping down to the other block to help. So if you notice, it went from a 1-3-1 to now a 2-3 zone. So we just morphed it from a 1-3-1 to a 2-3 zone. Now we have a lot more options just by getting it into the corner and making this defense move and shift. Okay? So what does that do for us? That actually opens up a lot more gaps, and that creates a lot more spacing for us. Now we can have guys to be able to flash into the middle. We can have them flash from the baseline. We can have them slide into position if we have a penetration from the corner coming in. We can shift either up, have a pass here, or we can shift down, have a pass there. We can have the guards up top filling in into space. We can do a lot with this. All right, so this is just for your education, for you to understand that we can dictate in what we're trying to do and what we're trying to create offensively with our passing, with our driving, being strong with the ball, and having some patience and not panicking. All right, so this is definitely what we're going to cover over the next couple days.